Hello everyone, I am teacher Madeline. I was just recently hired by VIPKID. One of the first things that initially attracted me to this company is not only, yes, they are the #1 educational online program in Beijing, which is huge. They have great feedback on Glassdoor.com. Just really, really good reputation. But what I love about them is, wow, what a wonderful network of people. Strong community of teachers. Everyone is really encouraging and helpful of one another. I personally reached out and contacted Carol, really lovely lady, very sweet, responded to my emails quite quickly. And I'll leave a link to one of her videos in the description box below. But yes, I got a lot of help along the way in the recruiting process. So thank you to everyone who made videos, who answered my questions. I just wanted to say thank you and pay it forward. So I put together a list of some tips and tricks that were helpful to me. I hope that they help you as well. Numero uno is you don't have to be nervous. If you're a little bit nervous, obviously that's a good thing. It means you care, but don't stress yourself out a whole lot. If you if teaching is a passion of yours, and if you read through the information, really go through everything. I know it's a lot, but read through the materials on the portal, and if you love what you do, if you like kids and you've got that high energy personality, then nothing to worry about there. Number 2, crucial, TPR, total physical response. Fancy words for you get to play charades while you're at work. Seriously though, you should be using emotions, gestures, body language for absolutely everything. Some examples of this are, how are you? What do you see? Every time you want the child to either repeat you or respond to a question, you should be cupping your ear. There are a lot of good videos on this, so won't go into too much detail, but check those out. Next crucial thing is model. So use the technique I do, we do, you do. This means don't just say, yo Tommy, circle the P. You should be showing the child. Big P. Circle, circle, the big P. And then you can use your cursor on the screen, maybe kind of halfway do the next one. But yes, you should be modeling. I do, we do, you do. You can use props for this. I have Ellie. I love my Ellie. How are you? Hi, I'm fine. How are you? And then the kid it will help with understanding there. Next is speak slowly. So if you're like me and you naturally speak way too fast, slow down your speaking, enunciate those words to the point that it's probably going to feel uncomfortable. Next is prepare. Be prepared. Obviously, I don't need to tell you this, but be prepared. I mean, review the slides, practice, have some idea of how you're going to model each slide. Have your props ready, and the most important thing is really familiarize yourself with those goals and objectives, your target sentences. I have sticky notes all over the edges of my computer screen, and you should be saying those target sentences almost, if not every screen, every slide. And you want the kid repeating you, using those target sentences, and yeah, just be prepared. To go along with be prepared, look like you want the job, wear your orange shirt, you want to have a professional background. It doesn't need to be anything crazy, even if it's just a white, but no clutter, no mess, the good lighting. You want your camera to be at a good level, so not like you're looking down at the kid, but just eye to eye, face to face. And Yep, that brings us to high energy. Woo woo! Energy, energy, energy. Bring as much energy and as many smiles to the classroom as possible. You don't have to be as crazy as me, but just, be genuine. Show you want it to be evident that you enjoy what you do and you want the child to feel welcomed. So, yeah. This goes along with our next tip, engage. The child should be engaged, so get them moving. You want the kid moving as much as you. Bring props. You can bring them close to the screen, like, ooh, marker, ooh. Ask questions, especially important for mock interview number 2. Because the kid is a little bit older, a little bit better understanding of English. So, yeah, have fun with it. You can ask the kids questions. What are the Yellow Mountains? How do you know they're natural? Check for understanding, not by saying, do you understand, but by asking questions. Do you like McDonald's? Have you ever been to the Great Wall of China? You get the point there. And next is synthetic phonics. I really struggled with this one, but just watch that video, great video on synthetic phonics. So watch it again and again. Basically, synthetic phonics means you don't want to overemphasize the pronunciation, so you're not going to say ta, but t. And something that really helps me with this is I think of the word, like for the sound F, I think of the word like fireman. And I'm thinking fireman, and I say the beginning of the word, and the rest is playing in my mind. I hope that makes sense. But yes, watch that video. And that brings us to timing. Timing does not mean just quickly rush through everything. And yes, timing is important, but you don't need to get overly stressed out. If you're a little bit over, no big deal. Now, you don't want to go crazy over. You'll be late for your next class. But timing basically means spend time on what's important. Spend most of your time on those new terms, target sentences, new vocabulary. You don't need to overemphasize the review. They already know that information. If the kid is clearly picking up on something, then no need to spend a whole lot of time on it. And that is everything, but I wanted to point out, I forgot to say, for props, it doesn't have to be anything fancy with your props. It is suggested to have whiteboards, which you can get at the dollar store, and those magnetic letters, which I don't even have yet. I just used, I had some sticky notes, and I just wrote down the letters that I needed on the sticky notes. Yeah, you get creative. Again, have fun with it. I mean, I went to Target and I had a blast. Maybe I'm a little weird, but just be creative. For example, I was teaching symbols, and one of the symbols was the McDonald's yellow arches. I literally used a piece of trash. I had a McDonald's cup and show, oh, McDonald's. Yeah, so just, you don't have to be nervous. Just have fun with it. I know I enjoyed the interview process. So, yep, I hope that was helpful. If you have any other questions or concerns, you can contact me, teachermadeline.english@gmail.com. That's all, folks. I look forward to hearing from you.